What a joyful occasion we have now to come together to focus our attention on the ultimate cause of everything. And we're very fortunate because we know something about the features, the pastimes, and the name of that ultimate cause of everything. And we've also been given direct instructions through the authoritative line of preceptorial teachers that we should chant this mantra. What to speak of from Krishna himself in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has set the example. So we could not be in a better situation to have this opportunity to be together to chant the names of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The name Krishna, Na means Ananda or bliss. Krishna means the sum total of all existence and the source of everything. Hare is a vocative prayer calling out to the energy of the Lord, the most compassionate internal energy personified. Srimati Radharani, please engage me in your service. Also means Hare, the one who takes away all of one's sufferings and removes all obstacles, and Rama, which means the joy, unmitigated joy that one gets from practicing spiritual life, the essence of which is the repetition of Krishna's names. And we also get direction from the Shastra, Atashi Krishna Namadi Nabhavid Grayam Indriye, Sevan Mukhi Jivado Swayameva Spratyada. That if you want to begin this process of going back home, back to Godhead, to reconnecting with Krishna, it begins with the tongue. And you can do service with your tongue, amazingly. So when we chant and we say the Mahamantra and the Panchatattva mantra, we're actually serving Krishna. So we can be peaceful. We can sit in one place. We can put aside all other concerns and know that we're doing the best thing and that everything else is taken care of just by this one activity, watering the root of the tree. And before we start, I'm going to read one short paragraph from Srila Prabhupāda's teachings on the holy name so we can hear his voice. Krishna is complete spiritual body. The kingdom of God is also spiritual. And you go there and you live there eternally. When going, you do not come back again to this mature world. That is the supreme abode of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this benediction is offered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who has very kindly come here, Nitai Gora. So you take advantage of his mercy. We are very fortunate that Nitai Gora are here. If you simply chant Nitai Gora and dance, then you'll become happy. There is no difficulty. There is no difficulty. And you are chanting Jai Sachinandan. This simple chanting, Jai Sachinandan, Hare Kṛṣṇa, this chanting and dancing, Yagnai Sankirtana Prayer Yajantihi Sumeda Saha. This is not, I am manufacturing. It is the injunction of the Shastra. In this age, simply by chanting and dancing, you get complete spiritual service. Just by chanting and dancing, you get complete spiritual service. So I'm very glad you are taking care of Nitai Gora so nicely. They're so nicely dressed. So continue these activities. And even if you cannot do anything, simply chant Hare Kṛṣṇa and dance. And Jai Sachinandan. That will make your life perfect. Thank you very much. Lecture on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, July 7th in 1976 in Baltimore. If any of you have ever seen the deities there, the Gaura Nitai deities, they're very ecstatic deities. Now they have a new temple there for them. And so we can take Srila Prabhupāda's words into our heart and fully give ourselves to the process of chanting Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande Haribo. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai. Okay, Hare Krishna. Let's see. We'll hear from the devotees and any realizations you have about chanting. And you can share by unmuting and then telling about your experience. I was thinking while chanting that in the Gita, Krishna says, Yanti Deva, Vrata Devan, Pitrin Yanti Patir Bhata, Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja, Yanti Mam Yajinopi Mam. That you can go wherever you wish. And wherever we are now, who knows how we got here? It's very hard to tell. Wherever we have, I mean, who knew we'd end up somewhere in California or South America or something like that. But it doesn't matter because we have a direct connection to the spiritual world by the Harinām process, chanting the Lord's names, a direct connection and a direct route also. And so when Krishna says if you want to go anywhere, that's where you focus your attention. And if you want to come to me, he says, then you can come to me. So the way is to just focus on the holy name, and it's a direct tunnel that goes right back to the spiritual world or connects us immediately where we are to that spiritual world. Okay, please offer some insights into the process.
I was just thinking about that being you present in this japa circle makes a lot of difference actually, because when you are not present and then the japa circle is not.
Sorry, I didn't have my speaker on. No wonder I couldn't hear you. Go ahead, Prabhu.
Yeah, I was saying that being you present in the japa cycle makes a lot of difference to us. Actually, when you are not, like when you're traveling, then it's not the same japa cycle actually. So I was just reflecting upon that. Being
What's
present,
not the same?
I mean, I don't feel the same effect in the japa cycle when you are not present, Maharaj. That's what I was saying. But when you are doing it with us, then I feel kind of a lot more inspiration, and it's very different.
Well, I don't feel the same effect when you're not here either. That's the power of Sankirtan. Even though we're doing japa, we're doing it together. So it's really powerful. And thank you. You always have heartfelt, very sweet realizations. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I was just reflecting that how wonderful the holy name is, that it can allow anybody to elevate themselves. If they can just chant and dance, that wonderful quote that you read this morning about they can make spiritual advancement just by chanting and dancing. And in fact, one of the people in Venice Beach, she's been arrested and she's 5150, which means absolutely crazy, but she comes in, she chants and dances, and on a material level. And then she came and she took a book and she read out loud for 5 minutes. So I was so amazed how merciful and accessible the power of the Sankirtan, as you were saying just like a minute ago.
Yeah, nice. And this is the Lord Nityananda's work you're doing out there, Sri Madhava Mahotsava, making the holy name available to others. Bhaktivinoda Thakur wanted us to market it and make it available. And Prabhupada said in a court, he once heard that there was a testimony by a psychologist. They were asking if the psychologist, he'd examined some person who was going for trial to see if he was sane. And the psychologist said, Your Honor, as far as I'm concerned, everybody's insane. In the material world, everyone thinks I am my body. So more or less, he said, everybody is crazy here in the material world. Good to see you. Hare Krishna. Let's hear a few more realizations.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
While chanting, like Prabhupada is chanting with us, and then suddenly he said, sit properly. That's like, it's always a warning to me. So I get straight and then start chanting again. So it's a very nice effect of Prabhupada chanting with us. So
Yes,
today I heard it like twice or thrice, and then again I like sat straight.
I noticed that a Kotukarnava sat up straighter just a second ago when it came by the second time. And I was thinking, you make one statement, it's very powerful with the words that we speak, especially in as representatives of the disciplic succession. So when the Acharya says something, sit properly, it's pregnant with meaning. Nice. Go ahead. Sharing means caring.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Guru Maharaj, last time you gave one task that we have to close our eyes and see the characters of Hare Krishna Mahamantra while chanting. So that was the best chanting I felt I have ever done. Thank you.
Oh,
So
nice.
much.
Oh, that's great. Actually, I heard that when we were reading, I was in Denver last year, and every morning the devotees were reading from a book about the holy name. Maybe it was Sachinandan Swami's book. And in it, he had quoted from one of our acharyas who recommended that as a means to keep the mind focused. And I'm really glad to hear the result of that. And good to see you. Hare Krishna. Good for you, keeping the vibration going. I like this so much. It's so nice to hear from the devotees, realizations about chanting the holy names. Please, let's hear a couple more.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare
This is
Krishna.
humble obeisances, Prabhu.
Mine to you.
Prabhu, last week, Kamalochan Prabhu mentioned one point. He said that we see that chanting different from other services, but he said we should come to a point that chanting is also a service, and we shouldn't see a difference. And he said that when you chant nicely, then you will have the proper consciousness to do your service. And when you do your service properly, then you'll have a qualification to chant properly. So that was so nice to see how both how they are interrelated, and then they both help us to increase our devotional service to Krishna.
Nice points that he made, and thank you for bringing them forward. One could also argue, using the things Prabhupada said and what the śāstras says, that chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa is our primary business. After all, in taking Dīkṣā or Harinām initiation, one promises to chant the holy name. One doesn't promise to, other kinds of services necessarily, but that's the main thing that we say, we'll do this every day without fail. And in that last section I read from Prabhupada, he said, if you don't do anything else, you just chant Hare Kṛṣṇa, then you're okay. So it's an important point to remember. This is sevā. We're serving Krishna by chanting. And one thought I had when we started the chanting was that when we have that perspective, at least I know when I'm chanting, if I think, oh, where's the bliss? Why aren't I happy? How come the holy name isn't entertaining me and dancing in front of me or something like that? Then it's very difficult to chant. But if I'm thinking this is a service, in service mind, I'm thinking serving Krishna by chanting out loud like this, then it feels very blissful. It opens the pathway for the taste to come, because I'm thinking of doing it for him, not for me. Okay, we'll take two more.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yogesh, Haribo, good to see you.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj, thank you so much, for this session. And I think for me, it's more getting connected because we are also reading 6th canto, and we just read the Ajamilad's first time, where Lord, even Yamraj also said, he's out of 12 Mahajanas. He said that if you chant, I will not, my servants will not come behind you. Rather, they will fear, they will be afraid of you. And that actually, even for a materialistic man who is actually fearful of the death, that's the message for everyone, that chant, and then make sure that Yamraj or his servant don't come behind you. So
Yes.
thank you so much, and I think this is a great session where as Anrita Prabhu said, that when we are with you chanting, we feel like the chanting is really going. We feel like we are really chanting, and alone it still I need, that's the reason I many times rather every time put on Prabhupada's same, the one that Mataji was talking about, get up, and so that one I put on, and then I chant along with. So thank you so much for this session, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Kṛṣṇa. Igualmente. Okay, there was one more devotee trying to get in, I think.
Hare Krishna. Guru.
Hare Kṛṣṇa, Dhanavari.
Yes, please accept my humble obeisances, Jai Srila Prabhupada. I really like, whenever my mind wanders, I like this point that you mentioned before, that I always tell Lord, please engage me in your service, engage me, I really need your help. I cannot do by myself, I need your help. And then it really helps me, and then I can focus better and I feel good chanting, and then other services are better once I chant good rounds. So thank you. Hare Krishna.
Oh, you make such a good point, Dhanavari, that the mood that we chant in, that we're helpless. And Kunti Devi mentions Janmaishvarya Shruta Shibireda Manamadapuman Naivar Yavidatum Vai Twamakinchana Gocharam. That unless you feel this helplessness, you're not entitled in any way. I'm entitled because fill in the blank. She says, forget all these things. Be akinchana. If you're akinchana, then you become qualified to approach the Lord with sincere feeling. And that's the perfection of life, if I can approach with sincere feeling. Yeah, thank you for that important point. Okay, we'll take one more for the last entry for the day.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Kṛṣṇa, it's Madhava Govinda.
Yes.
You're in the Brahman. You meant to pass the Viraja.
No. I was actually just, while chanting, I was thinking about the verse in the Bhagavad Gita, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashnaya dushkritam. And whenever Krishna comes, he comes to deliver the miscreants and to protect the devotees. So just thinking the same way that the holy name of Krishna is also actually meant to remove the miscreants, or remove the anarthas from the heart, and at the same time help develop divine qualities which are very dear to him.
Oh, nice. Etan nirvidyamananam michitamakuto bhayam yoginam nripanirnitam Harinām. This has been decided by authorities, that the doubtless and fearless way of success for all, doesn't matter who you are or what position of life you're in, the doubtless and fearless way for all is the constant chanting of the holy name of the Lord. And this is such a nice process. I heard Prabhupada earlier this morning, and he was talking about how it can be distributed to everybody. He said it's simple. It's a simple process. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made it so simple. And he described before that, did Srila Prabhupada, about how the yoga process is very difficult. You have to go away from home. You have to go into the forest. You have to sit down on a seat. You have to drill the respiration. He said, but the chanting is very, very simple. Even 50-51 or whatever Sri Madhava Mahotava said can chant Hare Kṛṣṇa. And you could take it, if you could take it to Venice Beach and people can get into ecstasy. That's the ground zero for Kali Yuga, is Venice Beach, California. And if it can be done there, taken there, then it can go anywhere in the world. What to speak of to the homes of exalted devotees, people who have taken very high birth. already chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa. It's doubtless and fearless way of success for all. Well, thank you everybody for this time together, for chanting in the japa circle. And I'll be right back in about 20 minutes to continue the katha. Shri Harinām Prabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupāda ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo, Vanchakalpadrishya Kripasnabe Vacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha, Nantakodi Vaishnaviniki jai.